Good morning, girls. Today we are going to learn about comprehension passage. What do you mean by comprehension passage? Comprehension passage means to comprehend. A passage is given or a story told, and it is up to you to understand the passage or the story and answer the given questions. You can read it once or twice. You can also answer the questions in your own words. So here we have our first comprehension passage. You have to have a double line. How it's in your video, you can see it and do the same. And now I begin the story. Read the story and answer the following questions. After I read the story, you have the questions, few questions which you will answer carefully. There is a forest where all the animals play happily. Forest, what do you mean by forest? Forest is a place where you find a lot of animals, birds, bees, lots of trees, wild animals, a stream or a pond. And there in that particular forest, all the animals were playing happily. One day, the sun notices them and wants to join in. Notices them, sees them, and it feels happy that all the animals are playing. Why am I here? Can I come down too and play with them? The animals tell the sun that he can play with them, but when the sun leaves his place in the sky and comes down to the forest, none of the animals can stand the heat and they all run to hide. You know, the sun gives us heat and light. So if it comes close, it's far away in the sky. You know, in summer, how hot we feel. Imagine if the sun has to come down and play with us or play with the animals, what would happen? So what the animals do? They run and hide because they're scared of the heat. It's so hot, they can't bear it. The sun goes back into the clouds. It goes back up into the sky, feeling sad. Why sad? Because all the animals left the sun and ran away. So sad that he no longer wants to come out every day to light up the world. Every morning when we get up, we want to see the sun. It gives us heat and light. It makes the day bright. So if it doesn't come out, the whole place will be in complete darkness and we are scared to come out. Without the sun, every place becomes dark, even the lovely forest where the animals live. Now, where the animals live, it is very difficult when it's dark. Then the animals have a meeting to think of ways to cheer up the sun. Meeting, they all decide, what shall we do? They ask themselves, now the sun is not coming out, it's making the place dark, and let's make the sun happy. They decide to play with the sun at night. You know, the sun doesn't shine in the night when he no longer shines, so that the heat of his rays are avoided, so the heat doesn't come to them. So they want to play with them in the night. The sun is happy with the solution and lights up the forest and the rest of the world. Solution, a decision made by them. He's happy, the problem is solved, and he can play with the animals. It's like your children, when you all want to play with your friends, and sometimes your parents might not send you. And right now, of course, they don't want to send you. So what happens is, as soon as your mommy says, no, you can go to your neighbor's house and play for 10 minutes, you're so happy. So also was the son. He also responded the same way, was very happy. And now you have few questions, 5 questions given. And in the 5 questions, you will write the question and the answer. Now you have a choice. If you have not understood the story, you read it again and you will get the answer. Begin with the capital letter and end it with the full stop. Now, who plays in the forest? Find out who was playing in the forest. Second, who notices them one day? Third question, what happens when the sun comes to play with the animals? Fourth point, what does the sun do when he is sad? And the fifth question, what do the animals decide to do to cheer up the sun? Now, Roman number 2, you have write down the opposites from the passage. Now, I've given you 4 opposites. You have to find the answer from the passage. So the first one is sit, second one is front, third one is happy, fourth one is heavy. And after you write the answers, you'll write the question and the answer. Opposites, you'll write both, leaving a line for the opposites, and you'll continue. And then you have a little surprise. You have a lovely picture of a forest. You can look at the picture and see what all you can find. You can write down at least 5 things what you saw in that picture. It is a surprise test. I'm not going to write it down for you. And all this will be written in your English language notebook. Take a fresh page and write all of that neatly. Thank you.